Bren actually tried to simulate what they did in Game 3. This looks very similar, at least the entry point, right? Ogwen on the Angela, you got a super mobile jungler here in Kyle TZ's Baksha. And then, yeah, it's not a lane bully Valentina in mid, but there's a lot of burst, so it might even go faster. That's a propensity to go faster. Let's see how Game 4 goes. Again, AP Bren at match point, while Onic, they're putting their eggs in this one basket. Keyboy, you gotta unlock it. You know what the haters said about you not playing center tanks, man.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Oh, Boots already getting chunked very low. Even with another skill shot hitting, he's forced back very early on. And Kyle TZ, the threat, the lingering threat of a shield unity, of a very mobile jungler is here. Good steal away, or secured by Keyboy there as he pokes Kyle TZ down. Uh-oh. Kyrie versus Kyle on this leaf though.
And popping on strings, pushes Kyrie out of range. So yeah, already early on in the first minute, AP Bren are asserting dominance. Let's take a quick gander at the emblem set here, coming in from both teams. Ooh, double common emblem for Onic.
Yeah, on the Novaria and the Claude. 3 quantum charges, 2 impure rage. Only a mix of 2 key talents here for Onic.
They're very uniform, so this could send a message of them being one in their approach to the game. And right now, they're bearing down on Flap.
Still has the flicker though, burns it out. Onic, that's what they sought out for, and they will just be happy with it. Before the turtle spawns, 7 seconds. Perfect time for Onic to look for these setups once again. It's Super Marco with a cheeky steal there on the gold buff. Ogwen gonna be chunked quite low here. Forced to back away in the mid lane with the 2 mages bullying her.
All right, turtle's already up. It's a 3v2 so far with Flappy trying to go for the pull. RWM!
No flicker now, he's gonna be trapped there, but the hard guard comes through. And now Kyrie is gonna be the one who's caught. Kyrie still able to find the retribution, but falls to Few. And the first blood goes to AP Bren. Kill for objective. Boots with a thunderclap onto the back. Few still able to dish out some more damage. Boots now down to his last HP bar.
Gets stunned and gets taken out. Few scores 1, and they disperse. Oh. All right, close.
Close, very close. But Few, oh, this might be a solo kill. Keyboy taking very low, pops in regen. Wow, daring to go for the Astral Meteor, and now the Astral Sphere. Few doesn't have the flicker. Good shot onto Ogwen. Few might just get this kill. Keyboy flickers out. Meteor comes down.
And Keyboy decides to stay in. Gets taken out by the buff. He gets taken out by the buff.
The purple buff is on AP Bren's side. Now Kyrie with the Appraiser's Rat finds the shutdown onto Few. Kyle TZ with the help of the penalty zone from Flap takes them out.
Well, I'll be damned. I didn't wake up today expecting to see one of the greatest roamers in the game right now get taken out by a purple buff. Again, in high-stakes moments like this, sometimes all the factors just bear down on you and you lose sight of what's literally right next to you. It happens.
No one expected the purple buff to be wearing the AP Bren jersey. Now, real-world manipulation into the mid lane. Ogwen taken very low, but can still sustain back up. There's no Dominance Eyes, no Necklace of Durance just yet, and Ogwen is chill.
All right, if there's anything we can say about AP Bren's lineup that's to their detriment, again, despite them being barreling on forward, 2,000 gold almost ahead here, just under 4 minutes, is the fact that their mid lane, when it's not a fight, when it's not time to engage, is relatively weak. Especially since Ogwen has to be super honest about his next moves. It's telegraphed. That's what you have. That's a problem with an Angela. You're relatively stationary. But that aside, AP Bren are leaving the laning phase here way ahead. This is their game. It's black and yellow, much like that purple buff.
Yeah. Flap's easy now, though. Again, with the Brave Smite and even the help of the hard guard, that lingering threat, it's always kind of impossible. An impossible task to go for him. Flap's easy. Looking for an engage. Keyboy gonna be dove on right now, but the Q leading locking him down. Kyrie in the midst of it all, now caught in the penalty zone. 2 for 0. AP Bren, it's domination, Leo.
4 minutes and 40 seconds in, they go straight for the turtle, converting off of Keyboy and Kyrie's deaths. And off camera, we just missed it. We just panned away, right? At least CW is winning on a 1v1 status against Super Marco. So why is that, folks? Why is that exactly? CW is behind Super Marco by about 100, 200 gold, but he built a pair of pants. So if it comes down to just plumping yourself down and picking fights, CW knows what's up, and he's also more mobile with the BMI.
Yep, not just the BMI, remember the stacks as well, giving him more mobility. He just used the sprint, so that's a resource that is no longer going to be there for Onic for the next 80 seconds. Now it's all about how Onic can come back from this, because AP Bren, we've seen this from time to time, even in the group stages, where Onic unfortunately had to take a big L to Bren. When AP Bren gets the early game, when they have a gold lead, it is almost impossible to turn it around.
And that's the last time we saw them in the group stages of the challenge finals. It ended in a 2-1. So we've already broken the barrier. This is again a best of 5, folks, with AB Bren on match point. 3,000 gold ahead here as we approach this final turtle spawning in just under a minute. What I'm wondering here, Mirko, is why have we not seen a turret go down yet? I might be caster cursing this, but yeah, just now, Super Marco was able to take the turret. Is AP Bren taking their time here? Are they taking it rather slow? Because again, we mentioned how high ahead they are. Are they just managing their expectations? Are they tempering their steel?
Well, you know, they are using their resources a bit more efficiently, I would say, right? They're not really trying to force things out. They'd much rather just utilize this gold lead, force Onic to make these mistakes. Meanwhile, Kyle, he just walk around through the Poison, slap Teasy with the penalty zone flicker to the back. Keyboy gonna be able to escape from that one right now. As the real world manipulation gets popped down by Sans. Appraiser's wrath, but it's not gonna be enough to escape. Kyle Teasy has that Poissons, the passive, to take that sustain away from Kyrie.
And they're looking to punish Flap, but he walks away just like that with a flicker intact as well. Oh, close call. Open very low. Doesn't get burned down. Oh, not a single G-dubs. No glowing ones yet for Onic here as AP Bren converts straight into the last turtle. Oh, wait, it mid!
Oh, not enough damage from CW. Barely gets out. Almost Super Marco with the Renner's apathy. The confidence of Super Marco even to flicker into that.
He smelled it, he wanted it, it was so close. But CW, again, you mentioned, stacks on Quantum Charge, stacks on Art of Thievery, able to make him lighter on his feet than usual, which allowed for him to dodge Marco's bullet. So with that being said, Onic are doing their best to keep their heads above water, to survive the mid-game, the ramp up into the late game. And that's to be expected, because even even Boots here is a scaling hero. He's only built his first Guardian Helmet, assuming that he's going to build more, right? He has a Guardian Helmet here, has a Molten Essence, and then from there he just gets stronger and stronger. But right now, yeah, Onic shouldn't be taking any fights, unless it's under a turret, or unless it's as free as it gets, like a 3v1.
And this is another thing right now. Wait, Unity in the back onto Sans, maybe forcing him out in real world manipulation with the Renner's apathy connects. And Flat Teasy jumps in with a penalty zone. Kyle picks him up with the DPS, or the DOT rather, for the Tortoise's Poissons.
Yep.
And the Tier 2 is most probably gonna fall.
Oh, and they find one in the back, stunning Kyrie, but just long enough for him to actually dash out. CW making up for lost time, pushing that Tier 1 up top. I'd like to retract my statement, ladies and gentlemen. It's never really as clean as a 3v1 against Bren right now, especially since they have the Angela. He can just hard guard in, and now Boots is in trouble!
He's not even using his friend. He knows his fate here. There's no way he gets down, and he gets just sprayed down by Super Marco, who now has a Malefic Roar.
That's more than enough damage here in the mid-game. Malefic Roar, Blade of Despair, Casual Fury Hammer, and then Swift Boots.
That's as clean as it gets for Beatrix, farming up only with 1 kill, but that farm has built up. He is currently 1,500 gold ahead of CW, Super Marco. And now with another turret, that should only build up. AP Bren, 5.9k gold lead. It should be a free Lord as well.
Oh, unless Onic has something to say about it. They send 3 to check in. Kyle catches Kyrie.
Wow, Kyle's the one who actually stones them away now. Renner's apathy gonna be connecting with the help of the hitbox ×2. Now Kyrie caught you with a flicker.
And underneath, Tier 2 and bot. Kyle Teasy looking for more, very low on mana. They disengage.
My goodness. Stone cold, calm and collected AP Bren. They take their time when they have the gold lead, and that's what makes it so hard for any team to take it off of them.
And because of how far ahead AP Bren is, because of how fast they can pick fights, the recovery time for Onic isn't going to be as smooth. Yeah, you can say we're going to stay inside our base, we're not going to cross the river, we're going to protect CW as best we can. He hasn't died yet, at least they have that going for them. But when AP Bren says we were fighting now, very little can be said by Onic.
There you go, a desperate real-world manipulation placed down here to clear out the Lord. It's still okay for Onic, they're still going to be able to micromanage these waves. They have proper wave clear. Remember, Novaria and Yve.
Pretty good. Again, you're playing with two mages, clearing waves here. Gonna be relatively easy. Make quick work from him. Wait. Oh no.
Oh, Kyle falls on their turret, shut down by Boots. Kyrie's trying to look for the re-engage. No frontliner now for the likes of AP Bren. Razor's Wrath gonna be placed down now as Super Marco uses that Nibiru's passion to clear out the waves.
All right, I credit that to a taunt and the Kyle TZ mismanaging the turret aggro. We took maybe 2 or 3 too many turret hits there. So great punish by Onic, great shutdown. Where does that put them though? Again, they're still down about 7,000 gold here, 11 minutes in. What kind of gear are we playing with here? Of course, this is to be expected. All roles, player per player, across the team here. AP Bren is barreling on forward, way ahead. Now we're approaching 2,000 on Super Marco. The gains he has over CW.
These are big gold leads here held by almost every single member except for the mid lane here. Few is the only lane with Sans, where Sans is able to kind of equalize that gold.
Keep it close.
Keep it close, but again, even in the roamers, the difference, 1.65?
All the more it's clear that AP Bren want to go for the throat here. They decided to greed out. They gave the green light to Ogwyn. All right, Ogwyn, don't build any roamer items. You can actually go damage right now, son. You can build Enchanted Talisman into the Ice Queen Wand, and Lord knows what's next. Lord knows what his next item could be. He's sitting at 0-0 and 11. He's having a great time. He is eating good.
I mean, if we look at the items, that's a build path to the Holy Crystal, man.
Sure. He can even trotch if he wants.
Oh man.
A little naughty, a little far-fetched, but yeah, no, that's just the truth of the situation, the reality that we have here. Astral Echo shot out by Keyboy, so as to know exactly where every member of Bren is. Oh, APB, they're calling a dance.
6.5k, gold lead held down by AP Bren. How did Onic even win this team fight? It has to come down to a few good shots from Keyboy to make them low enough to take that damage. But even then, Wind Nature built, and yes, Holy Crystal for Ogwyn for the Angela.
Yeah, he has that cheeky mana gem, but I guess it's just for sustainability. Now Kyrie engages on the flap, Lord at a third of its health. Already an ult spent in by Marco. And they engage!
Oh, that splash damage! CW caught now! Kyle TZ running him down! Ogwyn picks up the kill! That Holy Crystal's big! In the back, Super Marco still able to kite away for a bit, but Boots takes him out. Meanwhile, Keyboy gets run down by Kyle TZ. 2 for 2!
And then there were 3! Out goes Ogwyn. Kyrie versus Flap and Kyle. Boots, all threading the needle, playing footsies.
Sans in the back, look at the positioning right now, just holding back as Boost dives in deep, all to the back. Ogwyn gonna be the target now as Boost loses all of his HP bars.
And now Boots down to his last one. Kyrie got some shields. If he gets a massive Appraiser's Wrath.
Oh, there you go, one shot! Now you see the Angela, there you don't! Flap's easy with the penalty zone forward, getting Kyrie punishing him.
And still we're at a 2v2. Boots recovers a bit. Now down to his last HP bar once more.
The scratch coming down, Boots versus Flap, and it's Flap who comes out on top, killing spree. But within that chaos, there was so many kills, so many shutdowns. Was it ultimately worth it for Onic?
The longest sequence we've seen all series yet. And was it not a clinic in resource management? Was it not a clinic in target acquisition? Onic are learning on the fly. And if I may, in my opinion, that was the benefit Onic. The fact that they got some kills back against AP Bren and they bought time on the map, yes, exactly, allows for them to, yeah, delay the inevitable, but just the same, it's a non-0% chance that Onic actually claps back. So yeah, again, as mentioned prior, they're gonna make quick work of this Luminous Lord. It's gonna be cleared relatively easy, and they can send Boots to clear the waves. Even CW get some farm on this young man, this Claude, who's sitting at 4 core items right now.
All the way full, but he has to It's a desperate build, I would say, right? I mean, the boot's not completed, still have the steel leg plates, incomplete items, but it's what he can get. It's all about it now for Onic. Kyrie's still holding on to that Lord, but it charges and takes that base turret down. Oh, CW with the blaze to do it to the back right now. View still able to escape with the flicker, but he gets gunned down by CW, who now jumps back to the BMI.
It's desperate. You saw Few in his last moment picked up the blazing duet, so timing was off there. Onic decided, let's pick a fight now. They're not expecting this. And they shoo away AP Bren. They stomp down the siege, and Onic are still in this.
15 minutes in, that was a 6,000. It was a 7,000 goal lead at one point for AP Bren. Onic are slowly getting it down, but again, the pattern. Wait, Kyrie.
Haunt.
Good damage from CW.
They force out the puissance.
Even the real world manipulation. Hard guard comes down, but Kyrie wants to keep on going. CW in the back. They're dishing out damage, poking them down. Has to be in mind to try to dodge away from the penalty zone, and that's going to be a DPZ.
Defensive!
CW gets gunned down. Oh, Boots! Gets a shutdown. Kyrie gets the purple buff. Boots down with the sprint. He's running. Oh!
He's coming out, and they disperse. Neither team want that fight. Neither team are confident in the way that went. But still, again, every single time that Onic gets something on the board here, as we approach the post-late game, then yes, I can confidently say Onic are slowly crawling back. 16 minutes and a half in, they've shrunken the goal lead down to 4,000.
Wow. Down to 4,000 gold from 7,000. AP Bren, uncharacteristic from them, knowing that usually when they get that gold lead, it's just a grasp from start to finish.
Exactly. Now, all of the questions we asked earlier at the 6-minute marks, 8-minute mark, 10-minute mark, are AP Bren going slow? It all comes back now. Maybe they should have continued the Gator roll. Maybe they should have chomped down and forced more fights. Anytime Heart Guard was off cooldown, anytime you got an APZ, aggressive penalty zone, maybe you should have forced it.
Maybe. I mean, they had the gold lead. It kind of felt like AP Bren were a bit gun-shy in that moment, right? They were poked down.
Conservative.
But with that gold lead, you would have expected, I agree, an APZ, not a DPZ. Well,
it's in the name!
It's in the name. An aggressive penalty zone, an attacking penalty zone.
Oh, now they're hunting for bodies, and they're baiting, though. This is a 4v2.
No hard guard. It's a big resource spent already. CW knows it. Onic knows it. Boots, the top side now. Turrets are getting taken down one by one. The gold lead is diminishing.
Oh no, Boots is gonna hunt for Ogwin, and there's the actual echoes.
Real world manipulation, locking him down. Suns picks the kill up in the back left easy now with an aggressive penalty zone. CW gets taken out by Few, the assassin who plays mage in the mid lane.
And that's a 1-for-1. They almost pop flap TZ's immortality too, and there it goes. Now it's a 4v4. As we regroup, both teams respect the resources spent, and they're spacing on the map. AP Bren back on the horse as they take this evolved Lord.
No roamer for AP Bren, no problem. Enemy team doesn't have a gold lane. AP Bren still holding on to the dance.
If anything, in just about 10 seconds, Ogwin can come in a snap, just like that via the hard guard. So that's something Onic have to respond to. That's something they have to respect as the dance continues. Lord at half health.
Few poking Boots down, taking his HP bar down to only 2. Flap TZ taking a half. Good poke down from Keyboy. Kyle TZ still running around with the shield unity. Coming down with a taunt. Kyrie now looking for a re-engage. CW and Ogwin have both spawned back up. And Ogwin is given a task to clear up the top lane.
And you can almost hear it. They make the call. Let's let it go, let's let it go, let's reset. But wait, Onic answers back. It echoes all across the land of Dawn. They said, hey, AP Bren's letting go. Maybe we should bear down on it. Look at the Lord. Down to a third of its health.
It's a ticket back into this game, but Kyle TZ will not give it that easy. Onic still holding down Boots, pressuring that back. Meanwhile, CW in the mid lane, clearing it out. Making these forced errors happen, making Bren think.
Oh, Lord's looking like it belongs to the Porcupines. Kyle TZ goes for the rollout, and he finds the angle in the back.
Coming down, 50-50. Oh! He stole it away, Ogwin in the top lane pushing with a truncheon bot. Kyle TZ, he saved the game. He's denied the ticket, and now Sans gets bursted down. He pops in a real world manipulation, gets out Few. Was baited into the Appraiser's wrath. Ogwin now come the miss. CW immobilized. No PMI to go back to. Flapteezy takes him out.
Oh, Flapteezy buried alive. Recovers a bit via the spell vamp. And just like that, Onic disengages. There's a big wave up top that Ogwin has been taken care of since about a minute ago. And there's this huge Evolved Lord in mid. Oh, AP Bren, very, very messy, but just the same, allows for them to inch by inch crawl back into a leading position. This is a very small 3K gold lead they're staring at.
But it's still defended. I mean, again, this high ground is disgusting.
They've passed the point wherein a non-setter roam matters. If anything, the vision is more important for Onic.
What the heck? The Lord was cleared out like it was nothing by just Keyboy. Sans was poking it down, but he was sent up top, so that was Keyboy, that was a roamer.
Exactly. Like a bowl of hot ramen on a dark, cloudy day.
Oh, that's...
Just clearing these waves like, all right, what's next?
I love that metaphor, man.
It's perfect, right? This is a good situation you want to be in since it's been a very turbulent 19 minutes for Onic, for all of the Sonics, for all of Onyx Sobat here inside of Sinayan Istora. They sit in anticipation.
In the atmosphere, it's so silent, you can almost hear the hearts of the players, of the fans pounding.
Oh, Astral Echo thrown out. 2 get spotted. And it comes for free, right? For Keyboy at this point. So now, if anything, it looks like it's Onic who's holding AP Bren hostage.
And now, AP Bren, CW buys the Wind Talker, interesting.
Yep, we're approaching juggle territory. I believe timers need to be updated here, folks, so we're getting to that. But just the same, we can trust that Lord will be coming in about 30-something seconds from now.
They're still holding on to the gold lead, but even the timer couldn't believe it, right?
Yep.
I mean, it was there. 22 minutes now in the game. Oh no! Thunderclamp from Boots. Kyrie with a good sandwich maneuver. Real world manipulation on the flaker. Renders out, but he's shot by Super Marco, but it does not connect onto anyone.
Oh, that's definitely a fumble. AP Bren lost big on that one. They needed few. He got caught in a weird angle, and Kyle Deasy couldn't come to the rescue. Now this Lord is looking like it belongs to Onic.
5 seconds, no Few, no mid lane, no backline dive. Few has been the key factor as to why Keyboy hasn't been given space at all. It's him, Few. Even CW has been given a hard time in every single one of these team fights by Few. Now that he's no longer in the mix, it's all up to Kyle Teasy. He did it before. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yep. No more stolen Lords, Kyle. Get out of here. Last time was a fluke. And now AP Bren are staring down the barrel of a loaded gun. Onic are gonna gun for their base. And this is, I can't believe it, from a double mage setup. Onic survived early, mid, late, and ultra late. And now we're looking to finish.
I can't believe it. 23 minutes in, Istora Sanayan goes wild. AP Bren's gold lead from 7K down to 200. Zero.
It's nothing right now. Onic are in the lead. They're calling the shots. Map is red. One of AP Bren's main strengths of coming in with anticipation. The odd angles is gone. They're inside the base.
Evolve Lord now. Help down. Kyle. He loses his life. Kyrie with the Praises Wrath View. He stole the real world manipulation. Now CW goes back to the BMI. Then he plays behind. All the way from behind. Onic rebuild. Slowly but surely. Game 5.
There was no way it was gonna end just like that. There was no way Onic was not taking us to game 5. Of course.